Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges.
So the newest name on the...
And before we get going, let's promote. It sure can. All right, DA, thanks. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Let's take a look at Dallas. They like where they stand right now, perched in that topmost position. And, of course, the Lakers, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they've been a revelation here in the early going. Some people, including myself, had doubts about their plan coming into the season, but no question, it's working.
You know what, Greg? It just looks to me like they're having fun out there, and sometimes that's contagious. It drives success. This is beautiful.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's George in at the 1. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Then it's Ibaka, then it's Reed, and it's Dragic in at the point. Doris, what do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yet, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
Now, here's George. He had 40 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. From outside the arc, Dallas again missing. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. It's a 3-point game. Dragic looking for an opening. Pass to James. Left side, Davis. James trying to free himself up. Count that one.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Now, here's Doncic. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Powell against Ibaka. And the pass to LeBron. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to George. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Davis, the pass to Reed. Back to Davis. And they double up Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Reed with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And so George will bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, I think this is a necessary timeout so they can figure out a way to limit the impact this guy's having from three-point range. They've got to dedicate more resources to their perimeter D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Seth Curry in for Luka Doncic. Now, here's Kuzma. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Caldwell Pope. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Here's Caruso following the score by Dallas. Here's Davis. Porzingis with the rebound. Here's George. And he makes that one. George has got 16.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Kerr. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. Trains the three-pointer. The Mavericks have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Nobody near George, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Kuzma, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
First one falls for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Both good from the line that time. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously.
Teams will make substitutions. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Now LeBron, a 20-point game for him in the win against New York.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide-open shots.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Then it's Reed, then it's Ibaka, and it's Dragic in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
George, that's a two-pointer, scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Back to LeBron. Finished off by LeBron.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing. That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Kuzma. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. LeBron kicks to Dragic. A three-pointer, no good.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Reed dishes to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, pick your poison if you're a defender against LeBron. That three-point shot, just another way he's going to put it to you.
George, no good. That's tipped. Outside Dragic. Back to James. Beyond the arc. It's not going to go for him. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers between his points and his rebounds. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the floor for Dallas. Inside at the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three. He might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Now, here's Dragic. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Los Angeles calls timeout. And the Mavericks with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Seth Curry comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Wright in for Doncic. Inside, Caruso. No good. Excellent D there from George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. We'll start a 3-game homestand with that game. Back to Porzingis. Outside Curry. The 3 from George. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists in the game. LeBron passes to Davis. Back to LeBron. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. From deep, George. It's good from long range. George has got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And it's George finishing it off.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
James misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. James, the pass to Millsap. To the inside. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
The Lakers have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. James, the pass to Caruso. Back to LeBron. Caruso looking for an opening. Davis, clock at 4, knocks down the 3 ball. Now just a 3-point Dallas lead.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
In the corner, it's James. Got a piece of it. Stolen by George. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 15 points here in the second half.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from James.
As much as LeBron loves to create, there are times when he simply has to do it himself. Too good to pass up that one.
George from deep three-point land, but they get it back. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right?
And the Lakers with some changes. Anthony Davis is checked in for Ibaka. Caldwell Pope comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And James subbed in for Reed. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Hardaway. And George is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Davis is out there with Paul Millsap. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Dragic in the point guard. That's the Laker 5. James with it. The dish to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 6 assists here tonight.
I love to see LeBron James work hard to get his teammates going. This guy is focused on everyone feeling good.
George double teamed. He kicks it to Powell. Back to George. Down low. Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. George.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. George has got 42 in the game. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And here is LeBron. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question, Greg. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
The Lakers making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And so James will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 14.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Mavericks.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Now the Mavericks with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. For the three, connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win. The building was dead silent by the time GA did.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.